I'm good to go. Sent, Wyrm, are you ready to go? Excellent, excellent. So I am going to give a countdown on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm going child. I'm going child. All right. I immediately messed it up. Now, you know what? Let's just walk our way up. Do the walk of shame. I was going down, not realizing I couldn't check anything, but whew. Very good, very good. We are going child. This is like the most high production value charades there. Oh, okay, I see a shield, and something's like blowing on the shield, and you're hitting the shield. What the heck are you doing? What, are you like shooting slingshots or something? We do the slingshot game? This is too much. This is too much. You know what? I'll check back in after I get this bloopy here. That's gonna go straight to the ground as I head over to child. All right. Going to the windmill. All right. I see the windmill. Excellent. Excellent. I'm gonna get the song from the windmill. Potentially the item from the windmill. All right. Well, I should get that while I'm heading over there anyway, since we gotta walk the whole way. All right, let's go get the song from the windmill. And some stuff along the way. And, you know, y'all don't have to give me the silent treatments, you know, while I'm heading over to stuff. Which, am I just not getting it?
I think we're just staring at this moment in absolute confusion of how to charade this game.
It's great. It's beautiful.
I'm loving it already.
You know, Chad, if you think you have the answer, you know, I'm gonna pull it up. We could play this cooperatively, okay? And you know, I'm gonna go. Is chest size matches contents on?
It is.
It is? Okay. Well, I got a piece of heart. You know, knowing them, they just give me no health at all. But yeah, let's go get the song from the windmill, and then I'm gonna be putting the master sword in. They want me to go child. All right. I figure just having the songs would be good. All right. Is that supposed to be Mido? Are we going over to Mido's house or Deku Tree? Okay, okay. That's actually really good. All right. Excellent. Okay, so we're going child. We'll save and quit, see where our spawn is, or am I walking all the way over there, you know? This is too much. Like, I'm just laughing so much. All right. So back walking all the way, so we got a little bit of time, and you know, I just caught a picture of Sent falling down. You're giving me so much information already, just going in at it.
It's so easy to say so much and actually say absolutely nothing at the same time.
Yeah, all I know is I'm going child, and I'm going to Mido's house. That's my current path, so here we go. We'll get there eventually. Oh, this is too much.
Well, while Phant walks over there, Wyrm, do you want to talk a little bit about like opening strategy for Oot? I know you have some big opinions on openers.
It depends what season you're playing. Yeah, normally if this is not charades, you go adult CAC immediately. Obviously, since this is charades and we have the spoiler log, that is probably going to give you a little information, although it might not, because we might
be terrible at this.
Yeah, we might be terrible at this.
Yeah, again, we've never done this before. But hey, we got Prelude. That's super nice.
Prelude is super nice, especially with randomized spawns, if you've noticed.
All right.
Yeah, adult spawn is randomized, so that means that resetting the game does not take adult link back to the Temple of Time, which obviously is normally super convenient.
Right. And same with Child Link. This is not actually Season 6. Season 6, adult is always Temple of Time, and child is random. But...
All right, yeah, they just told me to go straight to Mido, which, you know, incredible impression of Mido there. He had, like, the arc and everything. I was super impressed. But not gonna do the child shooting gallery, heck that. Just going, booking it straight over there. And we're walking. So sad. How have you felt about my guesses so far? Am I doing okay? Am I doing terrible? I know we've only hinted like 2 things: the windmill and Midas house.
Well, you know, Phant, I'm not exactly sure how well you're responding to. It's funny. Like when Phant asked if I wanted to, you know, hop on to do charades tonight. We just did a practice one out of nowhere, and we got it in like 3 seconds. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. We're gonna be done with charades in like an hour. I'm not sure about that anymore. Worm rolled us a good seed.
Very good, very good. It's okay, chat. You're gonna help me with the charades. Granted, like 20 seconds later when you actually see it, as compared to when I see it. But you know, if you're still over there dancing, son, we'll get an answer eventually. All right, we're. That looks like. God. Oh, I know this. I know this. Wait, there's nothing in Midas' house. I got some bomb shoes though. Chad, can you help me out on this one? They're dancing around. Oh, I got a Hylian shield. Let's go. Okay, so I see Deku scrubs. You're doing Deku scrub stuff. All right, I'm gonna go do some scrubs. I got some bomb shoes. Let's go. So I see 2 scrubs. So there's a grotto in the back of Lost Woods has 2 scrubs. And I'm thinking that's saying I should go directly to that and do it. I mean, you could nod if I got it. We got it. Let's go.
That was a really hard location to hit.
Oh my goodness. All right. So what they were doing, if you didn't know, you could use the Deku shield to reflect a shot from a Deku scrub, reflect it right back at him. But I need to go to Midos' house to get a 20-pack of chews. Let's go. In order to open this up, I also needed 40 rupees to open it, but you know, that was impeccable. So we're gonna go in here. Now, what is awaiting me in here is the question. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. We've got a bloopy. You said I had it right. Wait, are we doing the other scrub? Oh. There's 2 scrubs. We're playing on scrub shuffle. Oh, I got a heart container. We're going to another one? What are you? You guys are making this very hard. So going underneath, we're jumping up. We're going up somewhere. Okay, we're digging. Are we doing Dompe digging? No. God, that's still a scrub, right? That you're doing a scrub. Yes. Am I going into the Deku tree? No. Am I going to the other scrub by the south, under the bridge? No. One more. Going through. Scrubs again. I may need to request a verbal hint here. Either way, I'm going through the maze, getting the song while I think about this. Mask of... Oh, you got a Mask of Truth on? Okay. Oh, are we doing Skull Mask? I'm seeing Skull Mask here. Yeah, I'm saying we go do the Skull Mask check in Lost Woods. No. All right, I got ZL. Okay, we're looking through. We got an action figure. You know what? You're looking through. I thought this would like be Majora's Mask, but you know. For this one, go ahead and give me some audio help.
That location has another check that
Oh! Are we doing beehive shuffle?
No.
Oh.
In the scrub grotto, there's another thing to do. Oh! Okay, so here's what happened. I wasn't thinking of scrub shuffle, everybody. But there is another area. Oh, it makes so much sense now. Oh my god, your charade was perfect. I was the idiot. Let's go. So let's talk about the 2 scrubs over here. Yes? So I'm gonna open up and talk to these 2. And we got a bomb bag. And just gonna go ahead and open up the other one. Let's go. Let's go. And we got some hearts. Okay, I'm ready. I'm vibing here. I'm vibing here. Okay, we're going adults immediately, but luckily we have prelude. I'm just seeing chat just like goes like, oh, it's this. I think some of them got it, but yeah. Oh, as soon as it clicked, yeah. All right, so we're going adults. We're chucking a bomb of some sort. We're going to Dodongo's Cavern. We're going to Dodongo's Cavern here. Let's go. All right. That was really good. That was really good, Seth. I'm very proud of you. Are you feeling a little bit better now that I got that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
We were really worried about
I was
that.
wondering if if the hint needed to be that scrubs were on.
Yeah.
But you actually got the fact that scrubs were on from the second scrub in the
Oh,
grotto.
yeah, absolutely. But I was not thinking about it. You know, I could go get that song in there. We can worry about that later. You can hint me about the song. I see them immediately go over to look to the spoiler log to see, do we need that song?
For
I
chat's
may
reference-
just get the songs just regardless next time I'm over there. So.
For chat's reference, we have the spoiler log in front of us. We have not memorized the spoiler log, though.
Yeah. Looking at the spoiler log still requires, because it doesn't actually map things out. Well, it's tough. Logic in OOT is a very complicated beat. I recommend everyone go watch Ocarina Improv, my old show,
Heck.
which you can see on YouTube.
I've played this game, I swear.
and we explain the spoiler log itself tells you essentially a map to the locations, but it doesn't do so in the most optimal way. That's where we're here to do. So it'll tell you everything that doesn't require any items, that requires 1 item, that requires 2 items. But sometimes that could be slower than, getting 1 item, getting the second item, and then going back and getting the one that's required.
Yeah, so I guess, should I be clearing this dungeon or just going straight to the end? We're getting some scrubs in here. All right, we're getting some scrubs in here. There's a lot of them. So I'm actually just gonna go get these first.
Also, funny story about this. I'm notoriously bad about where mapping spoiler log locations, the actual locations in the game, because it expects you to know where vanilla items are, and I've never played Ocarina.
Never played Vanilla Ocarina of Time?
That is correct. So it is extremely unhelpful. Okay, that's interesting. Well, it is extremely unhelpful for the spoiler log to tell me an item location is near Vanilla X, because I don't know where Vanilla X is. So I'll rely on Sent.
Luckily, I used to speedrun Ocarina of Time a little bit, so I've got some knowledge of where the items usually
I also
are.
used to speedrun Ocarina of Time. That does not specifically help me.
You
with
speedrun.
things
Wait,
like
you speedrun
maps and
Ocarina of Time, but
compasses.
yet you've never played Ocarina of Time.
That's correct. Yeah, I did. I did a little glitch hunting, or rather, setup hunting for the original Door of Time skip.
Oh.
A real long time.
All right,
ago.
I got a token so far, so we're going deeper to see more scrubs. But you know what? There is a big chest here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Oh, we got a beer. So we're going. I see you going up. That looks like a ground jump almost. I saw. So that's going up onto the. Oh, so we're just going to light the eyes now. Well, okay. I'm silly. I'm gonna get this fob, yeah. Yeah, so that looks like you're on the bridge and dropping the bombs down. And then you're pulling them up. I'm getting the chest on the other side at the top. Okay. But I still need to go get some scrubs here. I haven't gotten anything from scrubs yet, so. I got it. So the top of Dodongo's cavern does have something. That was cute. Yeah, you're jumping across the two gaps, dropping the bombs down into the eyes, and then saying I needed to get something at the end. So I'm impressed. You're picking stuff up. You're throwing it away. Is that a bomb? You're trying to. Okay, we're doing something with a bomb. We got a bomb flower. No. We're opening up a chest. We're picking up an item from the chest. And then we're slamming what? What the heck? What the heck's going on here? I'm just gonna ground jump over here. Let's get these scrubs before I die. Charades is hard, everybody. Charades is so hard.
It's especially hard when your eyes also need to be focused on the game. Yeah. Along with two idiots.
Well, I think today we can all be classified as idiots. Okay, we got hover boots.
I was to explain that charade. I was trying to hint the chest with the bomb bag.
Okay.
And then go into scrubs from there. But that's
we got
Oh,
this.
is that where the bomb bag is?
yeah, that's where the bomb bag's normally in this room.
How do you get other bomb flowers?
Bomb flowers? Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to come through here as a child with slingshot.
Right.
For those of you who have missed like the first 5 minutes, we are doing ZOOTR charades, something we have never done before. We are winging it live, baby, and oh boy, it's quite something. I forget whose idea was this. Was this Wyrm's idea?
Yeah, it was mine.
This was Wyrm's idea.
So this has been done, not live on a GDQ, but it is a tradition to do this when many ZOOTR players gather, which is pretty rare. ZOOTR is mostly an online affair.
Okay, so we got the hover boots, and now we've got light arrows. Those were needed. Let's go. All right, well, I'm gonna go beat the boss, and then we'll figure out where we are going next. All right. Okay. You're doing some ninja moves here. We're rotating. We're playing a song. We're playing Sun Song and digging in a grave. Oh, that's the windmill hut. Okay. That looks like Din's Fire that you're mimicking here, or some sort of Furor's Wind, some sort of spell. That's an explosion of sorts. Okay, so we're exploding something at the windmill area. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to the graveyard for something. No, not the graveyard. What is that? I got the windmill part. You're now like going around like a... What the... That looks like a Redead. Are we going to Redead Grotto? Are we going to Redead Grotto? Okay, the Redead Grotto in Kakariko. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness.
You okay, Worm?
I'm okay.
All right.
I don't know how to respond to that.
We're going to read that Grotto.
I got it.
think we
You're
understand
mimicking a
the
Redead,
charade.
doing the Redead attack.
Yeah.
Don't look into it, chat. Just don't worry about it. Okay. So we're going to the 2 Redead Grotto. Yep.
Why is this here?
And we got a dungeon complete, everybody. Let's go.
That's 2 out of the 6 medallions we need.
2 of the 6 done. Let's go. All right, so I'm going to go straight into Redead Grotto, which conveniently, beating the Dongo's Cavern places me right in here, and we can go in. I know if it's, they hinted specifically bomb bag, so throwing a bomb to blow this up, so this should be it. If not, I'm going to go to the other one. So. Oh, I did hit that. Okay. So let's go. And is it a big chest? It is. Oh my goodness. All right. We got an item.
Wait.
And it was Din's Fire, so you were mimicking Din's Fire. That's great. Awesome. I got that. That was very well done. Whew. I don't know why I feel exhausted already. This is tough on my brain. All right, where are we going next? We're playing the flute. We're playing the ocarina. We're standing up and sitting down. We're going to Saria's song. We're going to Saria's song. As adults. Oh, we're putting the Master Sword back in. Okay, all right. You can give me some of that if we have Prelude. So we'll go in. I've already collected the song, though. I have ZL, if that's what you're referring to. I do have ZL in my inventory.
We already got ZL. Whoops. All right. Well,
all right, yeah. I got that while I was trying to figure out
again.
whatever the heck you were doing with the scrubs and all that. Yeah, we got ZL here. Okay, we're playing. Are we go? Okay. We're playing Sun's Song. You want me to go to a song location and pick up a song. We're going to the composer's tomb, composer's grave, and getting the song from there. Okay, got it. See, we had a little bit of a rough start, but now I don't look awkward trying to guess for 5 minutes straight.
We got that because it took us so long to get the scrub.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was so focused on trying to mine the scrub. I think I just completely missed that we actually got ZL. Oh.
And now, for those of you who are inevitably going to give me crap for saying it was a flute, in Link to the Past, English localization is called the flute. I know it's an ocarina, but sometimes when your brain's going a mile a second, trying to figure out these very difficult charades.
All right, we got.
Okay. Let's go get this song. And what I said when we haven't done this before, I've never done this before. I'm not sure if Sent or Wyrm have ever done this before, so.
No.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity, but was unable to take part.
I'm having a lot of fun doing it, though. It's been an enjoyable experience so far.
Okay, we got Minuet. I'm gonna play the song to Saria. I'm gonna go over to Saria's song check. Okay, we'll get that as adult.
I think one of the most interesting parts from our perspective, at least, Wyrm, is not only trying to figure out, how we need to pantomime the check locations for Phant, but also just how we want to route this seed out. Because, we have access to everything, and in theory, we could just go through every sphere as we see it, each sphere being a level of dependency.
We're going child. Yeah, I got that one on lock.
But, it's definitely smarter for us to hint at some items out of order and follow certain lines of logic to get places.
It would be easier. I was planning on printing out I usually do print out, because I have done Pictionary and stuff. So it's a little easier to keep track. And even with 2 people doing the charades, it would be easier to be like, okay, let's do this one or let's not do that one.
Right.
But, hey, it being a little slapdash is
part of the fun.
It is
All
part
right,
of the fun.
we're child, and we're playing a song. Okay, we're gonna go to potentially bottom of the well. We want to play the song somewhere, but we're going to bottom of the well. Got it. All right. All right, now I need to know where I'm going in there. I only have so many bombs, you know. Good luck. Which chest am I opening at bottom of the well? Okay, we got a bombable one. So we're crawling through a hole. And, okay. We're crawling through the hole and getting the one on the opposite side of the one with the false floors. Or the one just past that where the like is. No, neither of those. Are you doing a charade right now? Standing up like that, or you're just looking, okay, you're just looking confident. Excellent, excellent. Okay, we're jumping somewhere. We're putting a bomb down. So, jumping and putting a bomb down. Yeah, see, that looks like to me you're doing the one with the past the key door, you know, but apparently not. We'll figure it out. Okay, we're gonna go through here. At this rate, I'm just gonna be collecting all of them. Give me something. Give me something, Sent. Okay, we're crawling. I know I need to crawl through a hole. So okay, we're crawling through a hole. Excellent. I'm through. I'm through the hole. I get it. There's only one other hole to crawl through. What? I'm just going to go over to the crawl floor space. Okay, we're going to the basement. Dead hand? What? What are you doing here? What are we doing here? I'm thinking we're jumping down a pit. Okay, I know there's 3 bombable checks here. I'm just gonna start checking them. You know, there's one of them. Is this the one? Was this the one?
You crawled through the location.
Yeah.
You threw the Deku nut.
And then he jumped in.
You jumped.
Okay.
And then you dropped the bomb.
All right. I was thinking that other one was implied. Okay, am I done here? Are we getting out? We're getting out. That was it. Okay, let's go. We're playing the flutes. Where are we going? Are we going adults? Are we going somewhere? We're going somewhere. Looks like I'm doing like a slingshot game or something, you know. Throwing knives, what are we throwing? Let's see here. I'm assuming I'm not in the right spot, so. I'm just seeing the puzzled faces of Sent and Wyrm over here. This is fantastic. And yeah, everybody in chat, please play along.
Can you hit your pause menu?
I'm gonna hit the pause menu. Yeah. We're good.
Okay. All right.
You need to see my inventory?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah. Here's our songs. We got the left one and the right two for both. Yeah. All right, we're playing the ocarina. We're playing the ocarina to go give something to someone. Are you hinting at a song check that I'm supposed to go to? That could be Malin. Not Malin. We're staying child. So we're doing a song check somewhere. I'm gonna go get Malin stuff right here. Okay, we're playing. That looks like Skull Kid over in Lost Woods. Are we gonna be doing the ocarina minigame? Playing Sun Song? I'm guessing you're doing something with sun and moon there with the clock. Let's see. Windmill. Okay, we're doing the Storm's Grotto over in Saria Song location. Let's go. We got it. We got there. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'm gonna get this song here just regardless. So, fight me.
I mean,
I'm doing something, so I'm doing something while I'm like miserably guessing and just failing to get the very obvious
I
things.
think you're doing great.
I think it's perfectly reasonable if you're at a song location to just be like, you know what,
I'm just gonna
gonna
get the songs.
Yeah,
No reason not to.
I changed how I was doing it in the middle of it because it was like, okay, I can't get you to the location, but I can tell you what you need to do the check, right? And then you can now guess using that knowledge.
All right, we're going in there. We're going to the Storms Grotto, which is the Scrub Grotto over here. Has 2 scrubs in it. See if I'm in the right spot. This one can be kind of finicky, you know. But, yep. What treasures await me here? I'm just going to get both scrubs, because why not? We've got a skull token. Excellent, excellent. And we've got the Megaton Hammer. Okay.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I couldn't help Worm with that one because the spoiler log has all the locations abbreviated, and I forgot that SFM was Sacred Forest Meadow.
You know, if you
I was
see
like,
an abbreviation,
where is that scrub?
I was about to say, if you see an abbreviation, just tell me. I could tell you. It's like, oh, but that kind of defeats the point of what we're doing.
Well,
I can't
yeah.
tell you what it is. Yeah. I'm gonna just go in here and just refill my HP while we're getting the next one. Okay. So we've got, I'm guessing fish of some sort. So I think you're talking about the Zoras. We're gonna go swimming. So are we gonna head to? We're gonna flute over. We're gonna do the fishing game in Lake Hylia. We're gonna do something in Lake Hylia. Nothing in Lake Hylia. Okay. We got a scrub in Zora's River. Yeah. Yeah. The Zora River Song of Storms Grotto with the scrubs. All right, we got it. We got it. Let's go. It is surprisingly when I get this right. I have an epiphany. It's like, oh my god, we're doing it. All right, so the place that was hinted to me is over in Zora's River. I don't know why you like fished for me. You know, you casted a line there very clearly. What was going on there? Oh, is this okay? I thought I saw a cast. No, it was Song of Storms. Why is everything in Song of Storms Grottos this seed? What the heck? You know, normally this
everything's
doesn't
on
always happen.
scrubs.
Yeah,
we just keep doing the scrub dance.
The
You
scrub
know-
dance is fun. I like the fact that we're doing this.
Yeah, I want y'all to know that they like looked at the spoiler log maybe for like 3 minutes before we started. So this wasn't like a rehearse seed. This wasn't a prep seed. No, we just gen this and got it going like right before we went live.
It's actually
and, yeah.
funny because this was gen.
You know, why not? I'll get
Really, well, it was gen earlier this morning, but I took a very long nap. Immediately forgot.
All right, so here's the Scrub Grotto. And I'm not gonna bother asking them, is it left, middle, or right scrub? You know, or front scrub or back scrub? I forget. Yeah, this is a front and back one. But we'll get both of them here anyway. Save some decking nuts. We've got a claim check. Please tell me I don't need to do the claim check. Actually, no, that's not too bad at this. We got the claim check. And we got a strength upgrade. Excellent. Love to see it. Okay, am I going to Zora's Domain? Lake Hylia. Okay, we're going to Lake Hylia. I don't have a quick way down there, and we're gonna do the scrubs by the owl in Lake Hylia by pulling the gravestone. Excellent. All right, I got that one fast. Whenever I get it like instantly, I'm so happy. Luckily, we're almost out of like we're checking most of the scrub locations. Chickens? Are we doing child chickens? We're doing chickens into Zora's Domain. To the top of the river. Chicken float. Okay, we're doing something with the chicken. Are we doing Gerudo Valley? We're going to Gerudo Valley. Okay. Rerouting to Gerudo Valley, that will take us into Lake Hylia. Nope, not yet. Oh. Okay, I mean, if they tell me, yeah, we'll go to Gerudo Valley, get those checks, and now we'll end up in Lake Hylia and we can get those. So, all right. Efficiency. We're doing this as efficiently as possible. That was good. They gave me 2 hints that I was able to get fast enough to actually route them together. So I'm pretty happy with that. Good job, guys. Good job. You're crushing it.
We're learning.
Yeah.
the most optimally routed ZOOTR seed. You know, what would be interesting as I'm going through and doing this, where, you know, obviously looking at the spoiler log is way faster than just doing a seed yourself. But if you do it via charades, yeah, put some limitations on there. And you try to race somebody who's just doing the seed without it, just like routing it. I wonder if we would beat them or not. Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get the crates as well as the waterfall item here. But given the chicken, I imagine it's in the crate. I'm gonna check both of them because why not? I wouldn't mind having some health, so I don't embarrassingly die getting my face punched in by an iron knuckle later on when we're fighting Ganon. So this was the chicken. How am I doing? You know, I want to ask the GDQ audience because I can't see your guesses. Am I type 1 if I'm generally beating you to guessing what Sent and Wyrm are going for? Am I just behind chat? You know? Wait, are we doing hammer? Wait, hang on. It's the hammer rocks in Gerudo Valley, not that one. Did we mess it up? Okay, what's in the waterfall here? Yeah. I'm getting this piece of heart. I earned it.
I actually knew that and then forgot it.
Okay, so they hinted at the adult check, which I have a Pona song. I do not, so I don't have access to get over there yet. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get the scrub grotto, and I am almost out of money. So I'm going to probably next time I'm in Hyrule Castle, before I go adult, I'll just go jump up the chains, get some money, fill it up because the scrubs just keep on coming. All right. So long shot or a Pona song or Requiem, I could reverse Wasteland out there. Any of those would be good, but you know, let me know. All right, I'm getting told I'm beating all of GDQ chat about 50-50. I'm pretty happy about that because it's like 1 versus, I don't know, a lot. All right, they specifically said no child fishing. I can't do a scale. Okay, so we got another scrub. Left, middle, right. So it's a 3 scrub grotto. And we're doing the left one in this specific spot. So we're only getting the left grotto. Okay, we got this. All right, we need to be careful not to accidentally get grabbed by the owl here, because if so, I have to walk all the way back down here. So I'm just gonna stand back, let the owl do its thing. Yeah, go on, buddy. Yeah, see ya. Bye. Keep it up. There we go. Yeah, I don't want your ride. And we're going left scrub inside. Ooh, what is this? What is this gonna be? I'm excited. I'm just excited. What are they leading me to? And then I'm gonna be like, why is this needed? Okay, that was magic. Very, very good. We got the magic. And we are going adults. I'm glad we have this expensive, the most expensive charades prop ever of having an actual Master Sword. I feel like we've just had this for this occasion, you know. All right. Oh, I missed the sword. Okay. We're going adults. And yeah, for those of you just joining us, I am doing ZOOTR charades, so I am playing the game. Me, Phant, hello, nice to meet you all. And then Wyrm and Sent are giving me, are acting out the location I need to go. I need to play the flute, the ocarina. Okay, a Pona song, but I don't know where a Pona song is. A Pona song is not in my inventory. Okay. So I know we need to go get a Pona song. Spinning around. Dropping. Is this a song location I'm looking at? Okay, we got a song location. I could go play Bolero and get up there. Okay. Going up to Bolero. Get a Pona song. All right, we're hitting rocks of sorts. All Okay, so we got the fairy fountain up here. We got the scrub grotto up here. I'm assuming you want me to do the fairy fountain or Goron City Hammer Rocks, or just go out to Gerudo Valley and do those. Okay, all right, we're doing that. We're doing that. So my fastest way over there is going. I did pick it up, right? I think I did. Okay. Let's go. Let me just double check that I actually learned the song. I did. Okay. So we got a POTA song. We're gonna go get the thing where Sent and Wyrm wonderfully misread the spoiler log. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. We've got. I hear some laughter. I do hear some laughter. Let's go. I got a long horse ride over to the Hammer Rocks. Let's see where we're going. Going here. You're pointing at a whole bunch of things. We got a shield. Okay. What the heck? Okay, we got a little finger thingy. And are you making a shield? You're shielding something. No, not at all. It's a person sitting down. Sitting down. Who's sitting like that in this game? God, this is a tough one. This is a toughie. This is a toughie. Is this some sort of shop I need to go into? Okay, so we're going to a shop. I didn't know we were playing with. Are we playing with Shop Shuffle?
Yes, we are.
We are playing with Shop Shuffle. Okay.
Shop
so
shuffling is on.
we got a shop, and you are. Okay, I see something spinning around. Windmill. So we're going to we're gonna shop in Kakariko. Okay. And then you were the potion guy. Not the potion guy. Okay, not the potion shop, the bazaar. We're just going to the bazaar. We're gonna get an item in there. Hopefully I have enough money for this. I don't know what my money situation is. I got 200 bucks. Okay, perfect. Okay, so actually yeah, if we got a wallet, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to the bazaar to buy. I'm just gonna buy what looks important in there. So, yeah. I love the Guru for. I need to go to Kakariko or do something over there, or play Song of Storms. We got a system over there. I don't have Sun Song. Wait, I should have Sun Song. No, I got Song of Time. Okay, we gotta wait this out. This is good because while we're waiting for the sun to come up, for me to buy something, you can give me the next location. All right, well, let's go out here. So we need to go to the bazaar. All right, so we're gonna be playing the ocarina and doing the shooting gallery, or are we doing a horseback archery? We're doing some sort of mini game. Either horseback archery, Kakariko archery, or the slingshot game in Market is what I'm seeing here. None of those. Okay, I got it completely wrong. Potentially fishing or Okay. Are you side hopping? Oh my god.
You okay, Wyrm?
I'm okay.
Be careful. All right, we got a hook shot. Excellent. 195 rupees for that hook shot. Okay. So, we got a sword. We're crouch stabbing. We're playing the... Are we doing... Are we going to Forest Temple or... We're going to Forest Temple. We're going to Forest Temple. Okay.
It's supposed to be a Stalfos.
We were trying to do crouch staffing a Stalfos.
Crouch staffing a Stalfos was the hit. All right.
That's a really hard temple to hit.
It really is, yeah. All right. So we got no bow. We're going in here with no bow. So this is special. There's only so much we can do. But we are playing on a setting called Keysy, where all the keys are removed. I don't know, is the boss key in here or is it already in inventory?
You have to find it.
We have to find the boss key. Okay. So we're gonna be in here going stuff. That's a small chest. Don't need to open it up. All right, so we're going in here. I'm gonna try and get some direction of where to go in this big dungeon. All right, we're pushing blocks. We're going to the block push room and going up. Got it. Really? We have to go through this? What kind of seat is this? Oh my god. Required dungeon?
Yeah.
But we don't have a bow.
Why does that matter?
Why does that matter? Oh. Are we gonna go get the bow in Forest Temple? Oh my goodness. All right. We're going and pushing blocks. This is great. This is great. Chad, I hope you're having fun. Guessing along at least.
You know, before the show started, there was genuine concern about what we do when we're done in an hour.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, that is absolutely
we're gonna be good.
not
We're gonna be good. All right, so I'm just trucking on through. Are we going to Wallmaster? Yeah, I mean, you just need to give me a hand for that one. That one's so easy. Yeah. I can just recoil jump right there right now. I'm gonna trust. They're just staring at me, so we're just gonna go. Okay, we're firing.
Oh, wait.
Stuff with the bow. Like I said, I don't have a bow, so you know. We're eating ice cream. All right, excellent. Okay.
Wait, can you not do that check?
No, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting a scoop of ice cream. Oh God, how does this relate to the game? Oh, okay. So we're going past well, we're doing the Stalfos in here at the very least, which I can do. So going through, we have to fight this. We absolutely have to fight this. Can't do this. Are you expecting me to hook shot those? I don't think you can. I don't think that works. Oh, I have to go down here too because I forgot. We need to kill the Stalfos down here. Yeah, I'm gonna go do this. Oopsies. Don't worry about it.
I know, but
Yeah.
do you actually need?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
We go.
Okay, all right.
I don't know ZOOTR. I definitely don't know ZOOTR.
All right. Well, we came in here. It's okay. We're throwing for content.
It is
here.
okay. All right.
We're throwing for content. We're good. We're gonna open up this guy.
You had to
yeah.
kill the Stalfos anyway.
I had to kill this Stalfos anyway. Okay. Where am I going? We're playing the ocarina. We're going to Kakariko. And we're throwing something in the ground. Big explosion, Din's fire. Are we lighting the torches in the composer grave? No. Are we lighting some sort of? Okay. Okay, wrong spot. Okay, we're going to Bolero spot. No. Song of Storms. No. That's Din's fire. Are we going to the Din's Fire Ferry? Wait, no. So we're playing Din's Fire. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, punching stuff. Oh my goodness. We could go into Shadow Temple. We're going to the Shadow Temple. We're going to the Shadow Temple. Okay, we got it. It was on my screen the whole time. We got there. We got there. We're going. It's okay. So what was going on with the shuffling back and forth?
Shuffling back and forth. Oh, I was trying to backwalk.
Okay.
You spawned in and immediately didn't backwalk.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, yeah, didn't
All right,
fire.
we're good.
And then bongo bongo.
Wait, we're just going straight to bongo bongo? Okay. All right. This is a big dungeon. We could skip a lot of it, so. Lens of Truth. Spinning pot. Is that a dead hand? Wait. Okay, is that? Oh! We're going to the scythe room. We're going to the scythe room. But there's two of them.
I was trying to get Worm to spin with me.
Why would I spin with you?
All
There
right.
are two
I
sides.
That's silly. I only get hit by the sides.
All right, so we're going to the scythe rooms. I'm just gonna check the first one because I could just see inside if it is or if it's the one with the likes on it. But either way, it's not gonna be too bad. No worries. I'm worried about dying. I'm gonna pull the shortcut at the end in case I do something silly. But yeah, is this the one? Yep, that's it. All right. Good. That was good stuff. Good stuff there. It's actually hard for me to play the game while I'm thinking so hard. All right, we got the Crusher room. We're going to the Crusher room. Okay. Crusher room next. We got the Goron tunic. Excellent. But was that the other one? Was that the one we needed? Wait, we're playing. We're getting out of here. We need to go get the bow. I mean, I can't get the bongo without the bow, so I'm good with it. I don't need the bow to get the bow.
What item did you just get?
I got a Goron tunic. Is it the other scythe room?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's the other scythe room. Okay.
Worm,
I knew it
it
was-
said the invisible blade.
Okay, all right.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's
We,
fine. It's
we
fine.
are spoiling the log for Phant, but yeah, for clarification.
Yeah, silver. So I knew which one. Okay, so we're doing the crushers.
That's
and
a little bit of a tough thing. Is also our eyes are also in two different places. So I don't know what item
we're,
was gotten.
we're not sure whether Phant has gotten the item we're hinting at sometimes when we're, like, okay, what are we hinting at next?
Right. Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm going to the scythe room, and then I'm going to the push block or the crusher room in shadow. All right, we're going. We're moving. Gosh, even in Keezy with the spoiler log, I have to go into all the rooms in Shadow Temple. What the heck's going on?
Again, the routing is so weird because we're trying to create these like natural lines to send you down, entire dungeons at a time.
This is by no means easy, so yeah.
It's one of those things where it feels, I'm sure, Worm will agree, it feels so natural when you're playing ZOOTR to just kind of like make these mental routes in your head, but planning one for someone else is really difficult.
Oh gosh, I'm dangerously low on
It's
health.
actually
Please,
even
Keys,
harder
drop
with
some
the
health.
charades. The charades is doubly hard. When I did Pictionary, I was like, okay, this is not that bad. But with charades, it's really hard because
Sure, you can always draw the
there's
location.
also I like the dynamic that there's back and forth.
All right, we got a bow. And now we're going to the block room. Block rush room. Loving the Spirit Temple music here. It's great. All right, so the crush block room is over here. Be careful not to die. There are some parts over here I can't get. Oh, I'm afraid what you all are coming up with next.
Okay.
We got some money. We're at max wallet. Okay. I'm actually gonna do something I don't do often. I'm gonna pull the block. If I void out, we're going all the way back. So I'll pull the block. It's fine.
Yeah, you're
Don't worry about it.
here. Okay.
Gonna get hearts and another heart.
Yeah. I turned that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm also just gonna open
I'm a
up this
reasonable
chest.
human. I apologize to all the Chamber of Sages, but I'm a reasonable human.
All right. We got our item. We're fluting out of here. No. We're going in. Is this? Am I going to bongo?
I don't agree with this charades.
I'm just gonna pause here. Okay, are we going through the fan room? We're crouch stabbing either Gibdos or Redeads. Shield. We're going to just the boat. We're going to the boat. We go straight to the boat. Play ZL and go across. No. We're fluting out of here. Okay, let me focus and get by this invisible pit. All right. Okay. So we're spinning attack. Okay. Is this a? Are you doing or one of the wall masters? You're making a T pose on me. Is that hook shot? The scarecrow spot. Go to the scarecrow spot and get the skull over there. Skull by there. Okay. All right. So I do need to kill the Redeads in here.
It does spin around. I wanted you to do the spinning thing again.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to Pierre at the boat. Can I even get there without the long shot?
Yes. The short answer is yes.
Oh, I gotta push the block. You may have to walk me through the strategy. I know you can. You have to push the
Okay,
block
we
a
can
certain.
charade you through the strategy.
No. This is something. Yeah.
That might be a little hard.
That's gonna be a little bit difficult. We're gonna try and do some fancy movement here.
You just count how many times. I don't even know.
Yo, we did it.
Oh.
Oh, I don't need to go in here. You know what? I'm already in here. Let's see what possible thing is in here. You know?
I will say, doing this without small keys is definitely the right call. I cannot imagine trying to hit you every small key in Shadow Temple.
You know, that'd be like the advanced league, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
there's a big chest here. What is it? It's the Rumble Pack. Let's go. That item does nothing, but it's kind of a meme item, fun to get. Okay. So we're going in here.
The other fun, scary thing for us is items that you don't technically need aren't going to be in our spoiler log.
right.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting a couple of them on the way in case there's some hearts or, you know, a double D would be pretty nice. But if that's like awful to get, I'm not gonna kill these Gibdos. We're out of here. It's gonna be fine. All right. So we got to do a trick here of pulling this block out X number of steps. It's like over here. I forget exactly how far it is. It's like 14 or 15 or something. How do I... Can I just jump across? Wait. I just need to get enough to kill the skull here. It goes a little bit more. Get on
I need to
top.
learn how to do that.
I'm not sure how to do this, so, you know.
No, I meant your setup for the ground jump.
Oh, if myself for the ground jump. Yeah, okay. I think I need to go further back, right? Where's the skull? Where is the skull? Is it on the left side?
You can't just play Pierre here?
No, you need the long shot to do that, I think.
No, I know, but you...
Actually, let's go see. Let's go see.
I think you can hookshot him from that block.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's get on. Ah, heck. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get up here. We're gonna play Pierre. And we're gonna go get on this block. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Wait, are we good? I think I may have pushed a little bit too far. Okay. Bringing it back. Bringing it back. Good thing I have all these bombs. I have not done this strategy in a long time. All right. We're up. We're up. We got it. We got it.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's the way that I normally do it. It's possible that you could kill it and then grab it.
Okay.
You might need that. I don't know.
We got the boss key. And now, let's head. We're going to Bongo. We're going to Bongo. If that's not Bongo, I don't know what it is. I'd be like, if you died your head, like, nah. I was just like, BS, no way. Okay. I see a question, chat. Why do we need bombs there? In order to jump up that block from that height, it's too tall to grab, so you need a little bit of extra height. So the bomb is part of. You know what? Why don't you two explain what a ground jump is?
Yeah, you want to explain ground jump, Wyrm? So
It has something to do with the A button saying grab, but then the grabbable not existing anymore. And so what's happening is, and you can do this, there's different setups. I just mentioned I need Phant to teach me that setup. There's a bunch of different setups to do it, but essentially you want to be holding your shield up when the bomb explodes, and grab is the action that's on your A button. So your A button changes based on the context. And so if you're spamming A to grab and the bombable explodes, then it's going to store the ground jump. And then all you have to do is perform the backflip. And then that's going to cause Link to jump. And this is applicable to skip a bunch of different things, get to a bunch of different places. The most common ones are if you don't have Pierre. So the funny thing is, Scarecrow Song is usually in tournament settings not turned on by default. You need to go visit Pierre as a child, visit Pierre again as an adult. It's not actually Pierre, it's some other Scarecrow.
No, Pierre's the one that moves around. Bonaru is the one you talk to.
Right.
I think it's like Bonaru, something like that.
Right. And so that is normally the case, but I like very sort of faster settings to get more to the meat of the seed, as I like to think about it. And so I turn stuff like that on. I turn one chicken on. Do the one cycle here.
Let's go.
Very nice.
So you use the rhythm method, right?
Oh, yeah. So the way I do that is I sing the Mary Poppins song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in my head, which is at the same BPM as the tempo you press the B button. So you just say like supercalifragilistic, and I'm just like going pressing B in time with that. Works every time.
Yeah.
Not every time. It's still pretty tight, but it works well.
There's a way, there's another tell. There's a bunch of, this game is so great because there's so many of these setups that, but if you listen to the beat of Bongo, you can also time it to that. It is pretty tight, but that's how you get the one cycle. A lot of these bosses allow you to stun lock. You can stun lock them, but that you can't spam the button.
You can't just mash. Yeah, you have to use a visual cue or an audio cue or something.
Because your sword will iframes them. Okay.
All right, where am I going? Where am I going? We're going child. All right. We're doing something with the potion. That was clearly a bottle. We were potentially going to a bottle. We're doing child chickens. Child chickens. Okay. Not quite child chickens. Is this a shop? Epona. Okay, we're doing something with Epona. we're picking up. Oh, we're doing Talon's chickens. We're doing Talon's chickens. All right.
I like how you skipped that check.
Yeah.
You were like, I'll get the song because
Yeah, you know. that was the way we could get a wonderful charades.
We probably could have hinted it at the time.
Yeah.
You also could have hinted it at the time. Yeah,
we could have hinted it. Well, we didn't know. Okay, again, the non-benefit of the spoiler log. The playthrough gives you items that you must have to complete the seed. It does not give you items that are convenient to have. Sometimes extremely convenient to have. And so you need to go digging in order to figure out. So one of those things was the bomb shoes. So I did want to hint you the bomb shoes because despite the fact that you get the bomb bag, having more explosives is always.
So we don't have to worry about farming them. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Right. And you can use shoes as a child to farm bombs.
Yeah.
In bushes and stuff.
Excellent. So normally at this point, I'm usually the host of this show, not playing. I'd be like shouting out the runners, and it feels weird shouting out myself. But I will shout out Sent. You know, Sent's pretty cool. Yeah.
Sent is very cool.
You're cool, Sent.
Very cool.
Oh, thank you.
Wyrm's all right. Like both of them.
Wyrm's cool too, I guess.
Both of them have 4-letter names, which is very cool.
Well, Sent is like a fake.
Well, yeah, the dragon Sent.
the deep lore.
I don't know if we can get a. What's the last time you've streamed Sent? Like on your own channel?
On my own channel. Like Discord streaming for friends doesn't count, right?
No,
like
on
actual
on
live
Twitch,
on
not
Twitch.
television.
Oh, it's been at least a year.
All right, we got a blue fire. I hate this. And we're going back, baby. All right, so we're going to.
I'm not playing with that rule.
All right, so the blue fire can only mean 2 things: Ice Cavern or King Zora. And I am unfreezing King Zora. I am not. I'm gonna skip past him. I'm gonna do the King Zora skip.
Legal, and I'm calling it legal.
We're calling it legal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna. Okay. Good. In this case, no. I'm just gonna do the out of bounds version of it because it's more fun. And it's easier to line up.
It's cool to show off for the viewers too.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna show you off something. Cool.
If you've ever wanted to do a skip in Ocarina of Time, this is the skip to do. Just face this wall and start jump slashing, and you will clip through it eventually.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live tutorial here. On our way up. If I see like a heart container or something in Zora's River on my way up, I'm totally taking it.
Wow.
Are you insulting me for wanting to get more health? I see.
It is what it is.
We should.
All right, I was
hard.
gonna do like give a shout out to Wyrm next. I was like, no, don't watch me instead. Dang it. Twitch.tv/fan_TV. Yeah, that's me.
I'll mention we had a little bit of back and forth, both here and between the runner, because the King Zora skip, as it is called, and there's many ways to perform a King Zora skip, is it has a long and storied community-filled discussion on whether or not it should be allowed in
I'm gonna get these arrows.
certain rule sets. Now, the great thing about ZOOTR, I should just do the entire
God, I got destroyed.
Ocarina improv spiel right here. I wonder if I still have the. Okay, whatever. The wonderful thing about ZOOTR is that
ZOOTR's a wonderful thing.
there are tournaments hosted by our friends at ZSR and other communities like the Silver Gauntlet and Scrub Central. And, you know, there's community members, mods, what are known as stages of the side setting. You can play in them. But you can also, you know, play however you would like to play the game. And so while King's Aura skip is not allowed in the current Season 6 tournament setting, which is happening in December, we like it.
Yep.
So we do it.
Now that said, we actually had Bruto's letter, so
Right.
we
Yeah,
could
this
have
is
just
in
turned
logic.
it. Yeah, this is not out of logic
Yeah,
for
but we
the
don't need to
settings.
worry
We're
about
just
getting
skipping,
this.
you know, turning the letter in.
Yeah, it's
As long as I don't
like
need to do Jabu. I don't know how to do the child version.
5 minutes of, oh, yeah, you could do job.
I-
So that's another thing that's not allowed that I'm always sad that's not allowed.
All right, here we go. So here's how you do this. Let's see if I remember this correctly. You're gonna Z target on this big wall here. You're gonna shimmy over to this corner. You're gonna jump slash in, and that's it. That's literally it.
And then just jump out of bounds, aim for where the water is on the mini
Yeah, you
map.
do have to kind of
and
aim for the water, and then
You'll swim up.
yeah, we swim upwards. The camera gets all messed up, so it follows you down until you hit the water. So we're just going up here.
Yeah, so this is not allowed in the standard / accessible settings.
There is a
because it is
glitchless
out
version of
bounds.
that that
and
doesn't
there
involve
is a
going out of
glitchless
bounds?
version.
Okay.
But the glitchless version is also not allowed in season.
Yeah.
But
Also, the glitch version is way easier. So.
yeah, that's true.
All
Again, like I said, if you've
Um,
ever wanted to do a glitch and not create enough time, just jump slash at that wall and
All right.
you'll get it.
I'm going into ice.
There's a similar glitch in Shadow. Is it similar? It kind of is similar.
Yeah, it's the same idea. Jump slashing through a seam to
Grab,
clip
link,
down to
link.
the boat early.
Right.
Okay.
And that would let you go through the blocked room. But we had to get stuff in Shadow anyway. So.
All right, so I've got my my blue fire, a bottle. Now, where am I going? An ice cavern.
Where are you going?
Where have I go at an ice cavern? I mean, I could just do it all. I could also skip like 90%. I'm just rushing the song. I'm getting okay. We're getting the chest at the end of Ice Cavern, which we have to get anyway in the song. But I'm just rushing to the end. Okay.
Allegedly.
I'm allegedly rushing to the end. Okay. Let's go.
That may or may not be what it says.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get the other chest just in case.
I have no idea. Why would I know? It's certainly not required for any
We're gonna double
percent
check this.
run.
Yeah. There's only
of the
2
game.
chests in the entire dungeon, so one of them's over here. We can get this one. There's a token. And could this be like not a?
It's a dungeon spell.
Okay, but it can still be more
Wow.
bomb shoes. Heck yeah. And that's a small chest. Okay, so it's not that one. So there is only one other chest in the dungeon. Going to the end.
I was making fun of the fact that the text says something that means nothing.
That is the last one. Yeah.
The chest.
All right.
Yeah, but it
It's
doesn't
tough to
mean
tell
anything
that,
to me
yeah.
because I don't. No, unless it's 100%.
I was saying rush to the end, and then Sent gave me a non-committal answer, so I was nervous. All right. Okay. Let's go. And we're just collecting some rupees and doing Ice Cavern. We have a very difficult mini boss at the end, but other than that, you know, we are set and basically ready to go. I don't know why I'm pushing this block. Get out of here. We're just being lazy. We're pushing the block all the way, and we're gonna get frozen. Oh, and we're gonna get frozen again. Oh, this is what I get for trying to be slow. Oh my goodness. All right, we have collected our blue fire. Woo! And oh, it's chasing me. Freeze frame. Ah! Get away from me. That thing chased me forever. All right. All right, one more ground jump. We are good. Let's go. I'm very good at this game. Very, very good at this game. All right, we are almost here. We're gonna get a song. Might as well refill my HP from these pots. I'm not sure if these actually have hearts. I feel like they do. Oh, that's a terrible idea. I'm gonna get frozen.
Funnily enough, some of the pots in the game don't drop anything, and it's a bug.
Really? Really? It's like in the code of the game, there's actual drop contents, and it just doesn't work. Okay.
Like the randomizer community is beautiful in a lot of senses, and one of those is they try to implement something fun, and it unearths a bug.
All right, we got Saria's song. We got a Kokiri sword.
Okay.
Where am I heading next? We're playing Ocarina. We're going into Forest Temple. We're gonna finish what we started
That's
so
right.
long ago. Let's go.
Oh.
Okay, we're shooting. That's a target room, or we're doing one of the Poes. We're doing a Poe. Poe number 2. Okay, I'll allow it. We're doing the blue Poe, whatever the second Poe is. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We are
Moving.
We're schmoving.
So yeah, I'll mention that because as you can see, Link's tunic color is different, and there's lots of other different things. There's rainbow trails on the shoes, and rainbow trails on lots of things. And apparently, so this is running on real hardware. Apparently, when that change was added in, and I'm the only racer that races on real hardware for whatever reason. Actually, you race on real hardware, and
Sometimes.
Spike does. Yeah, sometimes. In Jabu Jabu, the Stinger route, they don't free some memory. So the rainbow trail comes from the Stinger.
Okay.
Like the Stinger's, oh, no. There's blood that's used out when you hit the walls of Jabu Jabu.
Yeah.
And so they don't free the memory of those rainbow trails, and so the game crashes. Like when they made that change, they were like, oh, of course they freed the memory of this. But when you access it again, it's not freed, and so the game crashes.
All right. Round 2 at the Stalfos. This time not jumping down. Ugh.
And Forest Temple, despite being what most runners think as the most boring temple, and this is actually another great thing that makes a lot of these boring temples simpler, but there is actually a lot of minor time saves that you can do.
Wait, do I need to do
Forest
the
Temple.
pose anyway? Because dungeon shortcuts aren't
You
on?
do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
The items on that we do need to do the pose.
Whoa!
Oh, it's a chest. What is in here? It's this side. The slingshot. Whoa. Okay, we're going back. Yeah, I can't get ahead of myself. There is a setting where you can set some flags in the dungeon and basically skip the whole Poe hunt. You can just go straight down to the end. Alternatively, there are a number of glitches where you can just bypass the whole dungeon. One of them uses like a hook flip from the main room of Forest Temple. It sends you straight to the boss room. It's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty. I'm not gonna pull that here.
Welcome back.
Hey, thanks. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a microphone issue, but we got it fixed off camera real quick.
I forgot I actually had to kill the Poe. I was like, yeah, I shot the portraits. I'm done. I'm out of here. Okay.
But yeah, depending on what items you have, there can be many small time saves.
Oh, that's what that is. Spider web for a token. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Textures. Yeah.
I didn't-
Did we
I hadn't
talk
played with
about
that before.
chest size matches content?
I briefly mentioned it, but we can give a refresher.
We definitely didn't explain it.
Didn't
Okay.
explain. I just asked if it was on.
Sure. So we have a setting on, which is chest size and texture matches content, which means that the chests are reskinned / resized based on what's inside them. So large chests. So sorry. Chests, which what the game considers to be a major item. Some major items are useful and some major items aren't so useful. Example of unuseful would be the Stone of Agony we did see in the Shadow Temple. They will appear in a large chest with, as you can see on your screen right now. Yes,
Why did I need that bullet bag?
I'm not in a position to tell you.
Okay.
All
All right. Well,
and
it's
then
fine.
smaller chests will contain small keys. It is a brown chest with bright silver outlines. You won't see those in this playthrough because we have Keezy on. See, I've always thought, I knew you could, so that doesn't require the bow.
Yeah.
And the Ganon fight also doesn't require the bow. So if we did have the pose
How
off,
do you hit that otherwise?
Din's fire.
Din's fire.
You don't actually have to hit that switch.
Oh, it's
you
just melt the
have to
fire?
melt the
Oh,
ice.
that's cool. I
yeah.
did not know that.
It is a
Damn.
very weird, like.
Yeah, so I'll mention, we asked you to come here, and I thought you could beat the temple because,
If I knew how to hook
everything-
flip, I would.
yeah, everything else doesn't require the bow. And you could have just gotten the, yeah. It's great.
I'm sorry, I can't hook flip. I'm so sorry. I feel bad.
I should have just turned dungeon. I forgot that was even a setting that was, I don't know if it's on main. Maybe it
dungeon
is.
shortcuts?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe someone in chat knows.
Anyway, going back to chest size matches content, it's also worth noting that the boss key is in the boss key chest.
Right. But the boss key chest is not metal. It's hookshotable.
Right. That was a fun little factoid. The boss key chest in vanilla Ocarina of Time is considered metal and you can't hookshot it.
But that's been changed in randomizer. And then the last thing is that because we have Dungeon Skull shuffled, there are brown chests with a spider web pattern. And that indicates that there's a skull in the chest.
Awesome.
Now, when are we gonna get Skulltula size matches content for
It's just a giant skull on the wall. You see it clipping through the floor.
a giant golden Skulltula crawling around?
I would love that.
Be
The funny
great.
thing is, I bet that's doable.
Apparently, there's an ability. So in the game, there's giant-sized enemies and cuckoos. And maybe you can like put an item inside them. I don't know. It's very strange, but maybe coming to a randomizer to you soon.
Anyway, this is all, a good use of our time, as unfortunately we do have to fight the four Poe sisters, and Meg takes the longest for sure.
You know
She sticks around. Wait, like, couldn't this just been 3 hits like all the other ones? Like,
the
gotta be, like
names
5 or 6.
of the Poe sisters, other than Meg?
No. I will be
I think one of
perfectly
them's like
honest.
Alice. Like the red one's Alice, I think. They're named after like some American TV show, at least in the English localization.
Really?
Yeah, I forget what it is. Alice is the only I never talked to Navi.
I'm sure someone in chat just has
Yeah,
encyclopedic knowledge of the Forest Temple specifically.
Yeah, if someone's got the full thing, or just go into Zeldapedia.
Yeah, I mean, that works too.
And one of you has a phone, right? You can go look it up right now yourself. Wait, I'm pushing, and I'm getting a chest in this rotation room. Okay. We're getting one. Either that or the skull. Let's see what we got. I'm guessing this has to be the boss key at this point. No, wait, no, I already had the boss key, right? Ah! What was that? I was just too on top of it. Okay. I did get the boss key, right? We got Nehru's Love.
You'll need it.
I'll need it. I'll need Nehru's Love. Do I have the boss key? I don't have the boss key. We never got the. Oh, wait. Yeah, I still need to get the boss key here.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Ice. Okay, we're getting the ice cream again. What I'm trying to think. What is ice cream? I feel like you're making a reference. I just don't understand with the ice cream. We're pushing a block. Okay, we're doing the eye. We're shooting the eye in the push block room. You're twisting the hallway. Or we're doing the vanilla boss key chest. It's really vanilla after all this?
I don't understand what the ice cream is either.
All right, now that we're gonna. What was going on with the ice cream?
Vanilla.
Oh,
Vanilla.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good one. It is the vanilla boss key.
I get it. Okay,
That is clever.
that is very clever. Oh my goodness, I'm
If you
sad I
subscribe
didn't get that.
to TSG, they have TSG Vanilla,
Oh, that's so good.
and it's
That's
Malon
so good. I'm impressed.
licking the vanilla ice cream.
I feel so dumb. I was like, does nobody get the ice cream? It's vanilla.
I should have known. Like, you know what? I'm mad at myself for not picking up on ice cream vanilla because I make the vanilla ice cream joke all the time, and you know, I think I was too busy trying to figure out.
I saw that hint, and I thought Poe. I thought there was something about licking the fire.
Fire.
All right. I don't know if resetting saves the switch state, but we're gonna find out. We're resetting back.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, we're about an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
How are
Well,
we doing?
we have
We're gonna have 4 of the 6 dungeons.
four.
right?
Yeah, 4 of the 6 dungeons. That's not bad.
Yeah. So 2 more dungeons to go after this. We got magic. We got bow. We got the Ganon's starter kit. I see people doing the TSG vanilla.
Oh yeah,
Nemo.
it's
Very
possible
good,
we
very
only have
good.
3.
All right.
No.
This is legitimately new information. I don't know if this button stays activated after doing all this. Let's see. It does. Excellent. Good to know. I'm glad we don't have to do that all again. Okay, 3.5 hearts. If I flub this, I very well could die. Don't think negatively of me, chat, if I do.
Oh, yeah, I'm an
I
idiot.
apologize in advance, but yeah. Let's do a Phant
whatever.
again.
You can do it all in one cycle.
Okay, where are you, buddy? Where the heck are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Let me explain. I have an explanation for me just going by this. Okay, so I usually do this based off of how dark it is. And when you're playing on console, it's so much darker you can't tell the difference between the two. Oh my goodness.
That's true. Yeah, on console, I'm always only going by sound, which is also pretty difficult.
I mean, especially when you have people talking in your ear constantly. We're not helping.
Clip clop.
I mean,
clip
you're
clop.
helping for the most part, right? So.
By the way, the most super effective weapon against Phant and Ganon.
Bottle?
Nope. The boomerang.
Really?
Yeah. It puts Ganon in the down state immediately.
All right, we're in.
Woo.
Good 2 cycle. All right, so we're putting this. You don't have to bring the sword. I got it, guys. Oh, we get a heart? Let's go. All right. We're going to Jabu. I hope I could get Rudo's letter. I don't know how to do that with bomb shoes. I mean, if we could, it may take me a while. I could bomb shoe, skip past it. Yeah.
Hit your start menu.
Yeah. After we warp, I'll hit my start menu. They need to do an item check. We aren't playing with trackers. Oh, I do have Rudo's letter. Oh, okay. Yeah. When did I get Rudo's letter? When did that happen?
It's in the Shadow Temple.
Is it in the Shadow Temple? Okay.
That was what we were hitting at in the Crusher room.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we got it. I kind of just like,
Yeah, because we were hinting you the next thing, which was very complicated.
Yeah. Gotcha. We're getting there. We're moving. We got a boomerang. We could just go clear Jabu. Wait, why am I playing this song again? We're spinning around. We're going straight to Baronade is what I see with that. So this is good. All right, no scale. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk out of here. Okay, we're going to Jabu, and we're going straight to Baronade. So we got some time here to chat. How's your day been, GDQ chat? Also, how's your day been, Sent and Wyrm?
It's been a really fun day. This is a great way to cap it off. I'm having a lot of fun doing Ocarina of Time charades for sure. I will say, it's a little bit unfortunate that this seed just rolled like all of the long dungeons as boss rushes. Like Forest Temple, yeah, basically just go fight Phantom Ganon. Shadow Temple, yeah, basically just go fight Bongo Bongo.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was interesting. Well, the spoiler log told us that you couldn't finish Shadow. So it wanted you to go back in the Shadow like 3 times.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Give me bomb shoes and a hook shot, and I can clear Shadow. Well, with the hovers, of course.
And the hover boots, yeah. Letter.
Yeah, so I try to put on my hover boots for some reason, which Child Link does not have the hover boots.
His feet are too small. Can't wear them.
They're like size 16s, and Child Link is like a size 4. I don't know if that's a real shoe size.
I miss needing to do of all the shortcuts that I enjoy, I actually like doing the egg into ZL cutscene. That was fun.
It was just such a powerful centralized opening though.
Yeah, but now that we have... Wait, can you not turn that on if you're... No, you can still... Now that we have randomized starting location, you can still just have people
for sure.
do that check.
Now that starting location randomization is actually something really interesting that we could talk about while Phant does Jabu, because Jabu is not the most interesting dungeon in the world, let's be honest.
It's going to be 10 minutes of going through a giant fish. No.
Yeah, but starting location randomization's really kind of changed how Rando is played. I mean, early on in Rando's life, you always started as Child Link. You always started in his house in Kokiri Forest, and there were some settings people played with. They played closed forest where you had to get beat the Deku Tree to leave effectively. They played open forest where you could just go out into the world and choose how you wanted. They played Closed Door of Time, where similarly you had to get the spiritual stones to become an adult, versus Open Door of Time, where you could just become an adult however, whenever you want to, like right now. But as part of that, there kind of became a centralized route, if you will, of, regardless of how the game's starting, we're going to go get the song at Lone Lone Ranch. We're going to go do our child Kakariko checks, and we're going to go get the egg from Kakariko and take it to Hyrule Castle and do all of that.
The egg is in Hyrule Castle.
Or yeah, go to Hyrule Castle after that and do that whole sequence. And it basically just became like such a standard opening and such a strong opening, unless there was just something in a really weird spot. That I think, randomly spawning somewhere as a child really kind of mixes the formula up.
Right. Yeah, the random spawns allows greater early game diversity from a routing perspective. In season 3 and 4, I believe, without random spawn locations, it was spawn in Kokiri, walk down, do the Mido and sword and and Saria, and then walk down Hyrule Field, open grotto, and then do GV into the Owl. So that way your time of day is fine. And then you had to do the egg, which again sets your time of day correct. So the reason why you want your time of day correct is because you need to wait an entire day for the egg to hatch.
Right.
So you want to grab the egg evening into night, and then once you got ZL, then you can go get Lon Lon, and then after Lon Lon, then the world's your oyster. But in general, everyone did that same opening.
Yeah, it was so powerful. Just 3 songs early when a very song. No, I don't know if you all know this, but OOT is a very song-focused game. I can't imagine why, but you're playing a little ocarina quite a bit.
Yeah, especially when songs chain into other songs. So like, if one of those songs is Minuet, and then Minuet turns into, 2 more songs for you, and one of those is Bolero. Bolero gives you another song.
Requiem.
Requiem gives you another, et cetera, et cetera. You can very quickly become, pretty capable if you get like ZL, Storms, Good Warp songs among those picks.
Yeah, and part of the reason why King Zora's Skip had been so powerful as well is because if you get an empty bottle, you can just do King Zora's Skip, and then even if there was nothing in the ice cavern, you could get the song, and then that song could
really
shave.
Quick, Kobe.
What?
Yeah,
nice.
Let's go.
You could get that song, and then that song could shave minutes off your time. So just having songs and not needing to either backlog or side hop or whatnot to places can be much, much quicker. And that includes the randomized spawn location. So if you can route in, if your randomized spawn location is really out of the way, but very useful, say, Gerudo Fortress, that would make GTG, no longer very slow to get to, slow to do. You can just hit the reset button anytime,
Right.
and appear in front of GTG.
Suddenly doesn't require, long shot or opponent song.
Or opponent song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can change the entire logic of the seed, which it's cool.
It is very, very cool. It actually adds some very strange situations. I think the strangest of which we were able to come up with was if the spawn was upper DMT, which normally requires bombs to get to, you could have your first bomb bag like in Fire Temple.
Oh wow.
And like your bow in there too, right? And so that would normally lock you out. But if your spawn location is up there, then with just the hook shot or the hover boots, you can get into Fire Temple, which is normally impossible.
Super cool stuff. All right, we've gotten the tentacles. We saw a little bit of the out of bounds under the floor because Ocarina of Time camera is great. So we just have the mini boss left here to do, which is something that, at least for me, when I first played this game, and I'm very curious, so how everybody else tackled, at least you two. So I spent I feel like literal, I wasn't gonna say hours, it wasn't hours, but like dozens of minutes chasing this guy around the room, hoping I would catch up slowly until I could get a boomerang shot. And then, yeah, this boss took forever. And you have to do that 4 times because you got the Kokiri sword and you're just slashing it once. Very, very little damage. But we're going to be doing quadruple Kokiri sword damage. We're just going to take a damage boost, which is how you're... I don't know what the actual intended way of doing this is, but it almost feels intended. and just end it in literal seconds. This is one where I would get dizzy going around this room because like the center of the room's spinning, then you're going the opposite direction. I was just like, oh, what is going on here? And yeah, I never knew the correct way to actually do this boss other than chase him around. We're just gonna roll into him, let him pass us with iframes, hit him. Yeah. I wish I knew how to do that.
See, I learned the boomerang strat when I was a child because I had the power of Nintendo Power, which just explicitly said, don't lock on, just go into third person with the boomerang and throw it. And that'll stun Big Octo, and you can stun it again when it spins around and then hit the eye to instantly kill it.
I'm gonna do this. Don't judge me, chat. Don't judge me for bottling a fairy. I'm gonna get it just in case. Those iron knuckles are scary.
And you have 2 bottles.
I do have 2 bottles. One bottle absolutely way of the hero to defeat Ganon.
That's right. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I didn't play vanilla, but the first rando that I played, I chased the Octo around for a little bit, and then stopped locking on and just threw my boomerang wildly. I was told that I needed exactly 4 sticks.
Yeah.
In Jabu. And so
if you jump slash, yeah.
Yeah, I deduced that I needed to jump slash the Octo.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, whoa.
But that was a lesson, a difficult lesson I had to learn. A difficult lesson I still learn many times.
We're gonna go for a trick shot here.
I wish I was cool enough to do this trick shot.
Oh, I let go way too much. No, we're going back. We're doing this again. We got time. We got time. Oh my God, get out of here. All right, so there's like this little, I line up like on Jupiter's red spot there in the wall. There we go.
Oh, beautifully done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
I'm
do
getting
not
a round
know
of
the setup for
applause
that.
from the audience. Yeah. It's a very fun trick. It's not too bad. I need to make a tutorial video for it. I have on my YouTube channel a complete guide to ZOOTR that currently only has 3 videos because I ran out of time. But slowly doing tutorials for every single trick to know, and anti-randomize it. Eventually, it will be complete.
Bernade's also just another weird boss, continuing that Big Octo trend of like, the damage boosts feel almost intentional.
What? That really didn't? Okay. It's so many frames lost. Like, this game already doesn't run at a high frame rate, 20 FPS, but in this boss, it's, I'm not used to this. Let's just say I'm not used to this. Eventually, it's gonna spin around and go the other direction. We're gonna wait for it. There we go. Feel sorry. Just changes polarities on you. All right. Alright, so this is why you need the 4 Deku sticks. So 1 was to take out the mini boss, and you use 3 for this. 2 jump slashes, like so. And then just 1 regular slash for the last one. And we are done with Jabu, and that is medallion number 5 of 6. So, where are we going next? I know it's been a while. We've had a lot of stuff. Okay. Wait, again, please? Okay, I see Deku Tree. We're going Deku Tree for Medallion 6. Okay, we're going to the slingshot room of Deku Tree. Or we're just going straight to Goma. Din's fire down twice. Okay, we're going down. Okay, we're skipping most of it. Excellent. So yeah, we're heading into Deku Tree. I'm so excited. Hope everybody's still having fun with the charades. I know I am. It's probably like a lot less hectic for you two, right? Because we got a lot of the stuff. You can take your time, relax. Yeah, heading into Deku Tree, that was the hints. We do have a Kokiri sword. I don't know if you have a closed forest on, but we got the sword anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna head in and use Din's Fire as they have hinted at me, to go basically straight to the bottom. And here we go. You two seem to be having fun. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
We're laughing at our own incompetence.
Indeed.
Laughing at their own incompetence. Okay. You know, I think you're doing fine. And also, I do want to correct something. You know, Sent said that I asked him if he wanted to come up here. I was like, that wasn't even true. No, Wyrm asked on my behalf. I wasn't even aware of it till today that Sent was going to be here. So, like, you know. All right. I just wanted to correct that, you know?
Reasonable to have two
It does. But,
two
you know,
jokers.
I didn't know we were going to have two people, is the thing. So. All right, we're
Together,
going to
we
deck
have
tree.
one whole brain.
One whole brain.
Together, Sent and Wyrm make one person. It's beautiful.
I saw you read one of the hints.
I did. Autopilot is very powerful. So I've done, at this point, hundreds and hundreds of these. And, well, it's been so long that half of it I've like kind of just go over and
We
go
knew
on
about
autopilot.
that.
It's like I'm not even thinking. I'm talking to Chad. I'm talking to
Did we
you,
know
the
about
wonderful
that?
GDQ
Yeah.
audience. Oh wait, there's. You know what? Sure. Let's get a deck nut refill. So like your brain kind of shuts off and just like goes through the motions, and you know it's often harder to think about it, avoiding stuff, than to just do it. So it's interesting. All right, we're gonna do another ground jump here to get out. All right.
How do you do that?
RBAZ. You press. So you pull out a bomb. Place it down with the A button, and then you press R, then B, then A, then Z in that order. Hold them all down, and you're done.
Okay.
Yeah. I think some of them you can release. I don't know which one. I just hold all four of them down. So it's in that order. RBAZ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done.
If you have to place it and not shield drop it.
If you shield drop it, it's gonna be on top of Link's hitbox.
It's
and
too
you're done.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too close.
That makes sense.
You can shield drop it if you want to do the backflip into neutral
Yeah,
roll.
that's the
Yeah.
one that I do.
Here we see a setup Phant's going to use to get the broken stick glitch, which allows you to keep a Deku stick even in its broken form and enjoy that nice double damage compared to the Kokiri sword.
All right. So. And there we go. Deku sticks and Deku nuts are very, very powerful.
Very powerful.
We're putting in the Master Sword. I mean, I think we're done.
We're done. Yes.
Yeah, we can go. You know what? We're so fast at this. Can we just go find like double defense?
Okay, so we wanted to find like funny items for you, like double defense or the Big Orin sword or the extra strength upgrade. They're all the same place.
Well, let's go. Guide me there.
Okay.
Guide me there. Okay, we're doing something with storms. Or heading to Kakariko. We're climbing down the well. We're going to the well. Is everything just in the well?
Yes. I was like, oh, we should find double defense. It'll be really funny to charade that out. Oh, it's in bottom of the well. We should find Big Orin sword. Oh, it's in bottom of the well.
Let's go. We're getting it all. Oh, okay. Here's some fun stuff too, because we don't want to finish too early. I don't think I have the winter heart piece or the single green rupee.
Ooh, the loser rupee.
The loser rupee and the winter heart piece are two options. Yeah. I'm gonna look at my inventory here. It's like, yeah, that's the long shot iron boots are still out there.
The long shot was in Deku Tree. That's what.
Okay, yeah, heck the long shot. Not
Yeah,
getting that. We're not-
I was hinting it because I forgot the reason it was in logic was to do that Shadow Temple sculpture. All
All right, I'm in the bottom of the well. Where am I going? Let's see now that I know. That looks like oh, that looks like Dead Hand. That looks like Dead Hand to me. All right, we're going to Dead Hand. That was impeccable. Not going to Dead Hand. We're just gonna get the chest of Dead Hand. No Dead Hand. Wait, what? How is that not Dead Hand with the wiggling and everything? So we got some skulls that are falling down. Okay. And there is the one on the left side, the bombable one. My left side. Okay. This is quite powerful. I thought for sure. Like, it could be the bubble that you were doing. There's not too many enemies in here. Definitely wasn't a Gibdo. Could have been a like-like.
Oh, yeah.
The like-like chest. The like-like skull. Din's fire. We're doing something. Okay, okay. Deku nut. Keys. So we're Deku nutting the keys and then getting the chest in that room. No. We're going to the basement. Oh my god. This is actually impossible. Okay. You know, what possible chest? Okay, so we got some wiggling at the wall that looks suspiciously like Dead Hand. We're crawling through crawl space, which could also be. I see this as you're crawling through crawl space. You're decudating a Skulltula. And then you're jumping. You're. Yeah, this looks like the keys chest in the roof post that. It's not Dead Hand area. No. Okay. So we got a door. I see a door. There's a skull that comes down the door. You're gonna destroy that, and then it's the skull on the wall in there. You know what? Here's I'm gonna go to the place I'm feeling here. It's like in the main room. There's 2 Skulltula rooms that are normally locked by small keys. Like over here. Chat, do you have this one? Do you have this one? Like, yeah, I'm looking at it like this right here. You know. I'm glad we came down here. Like, by the time I get this, I could have cleared the whole dungeon, but that's not what's important here. Okay, it wasn't that. Door. Chained door, like the fence. Okay, we got a fence. Okay. So this is either the map chest, like you go through the invisible wall on the right side, and then we go. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. All right, I got it. So this one doesn't have a Skulltula on it, but the other one does. Okay, it was these 2 that we were hinting at. Okay, it makes sense. I got you. There's a big Goron skull. So now I've got this. What was the wiggling?
I was trying to be a Skulltula.
You're trying to be a Skulltula wiggle. Okay.
I was flipping around like the Skulltulas, you know? Yeah.
No, that's valid. That's valid. Okay.
It was a long shot. But yes, this is double defense and the big
double
Goron
defense
sword.
and the big Goron sword.
They're both
here.
just right here.
They're just in the bottom of the well. Okay. That's it. Okay, we got it. So now that we have those 2. Any other funny things we could go find? They're hunting for the validation rupee or the winter heart piece. Either one is very, very important, absolutely needed. We're not just having fun here. Okay. So we've got. You're pointing at me. I can't see. Okay, we got like a U-shaped area. It's a token. It is something small. Something's coming. 2 pieces are coming together for something. Okay. We got a square. Okay, we got a square. Or potentially a block. Is that fire temple? Okay, there's a wall of some sorts. There's 4, 5, 6 doors. Okay, God, this is so hard. This is so hard, chat. This is so hard. Okay, we got a door. We got the square thingy. Okay, I'm trying to think what the square associates, but we do have a square. Something is. It looks like almost a block that you're pushing up or down, but no block at all. Square. Whew. Whew, this is a toughie. I'm gonna feel dumb once I get it. Type 1 if you got it. Just smile if you got it. We've got. It looks like something's like if it's not something small. Okay, we got a small. Y, big. So you're just making big, and it's like something up and down, going up and down. This is incredible. This is incredible. I'm so okay. We got a small. Like, is this like a ladder at all that we're going for? No ladder. Or maybe clue me on like a zone. We're swimming. That we're definitely swimming. So we got Lake Hylia. We're running to Lake, so we're doing something at Lake Hylia. We're something there. We're running away. We're running away from something in Lake Hylia. This is great. This is great. I got Lake Hylia running somewhere. Okay, so where are you running to? Is one of the Pierre checks there? Not the lab. Not all that. Nothing there. No. Okay, I'm getting the bad signal.
You got this.
We're the confidence in either Sent or me to eventually get this. Okay. So is your circular arms the lake? We got the lake. Okay. Water temple. Okay. We're lake. You're moving from the lake. Okay, so we're in Hyrule Field now. And you've got 4 gates to the scrub. Okay, we got 4 gates. And we're going to like the open grotto. We're going to the open grotto at Hyrule Field, baby. We got it. We got it. It took us forever, but we made it there. Woo!
I can't believe we got there.
Oh. The open grotto at Hyrule
grotto,
Field. Yeah.
but that's fine.
I was trying to figure out the Lake Hylia part. And what was the small thing you were?
Small fence, big fence. I was trying to
Small
clue you in on
fence,
the 4
big
fences.
fence. Okay, that
Yeah.
was.
I mean, like, it's a square, 2 fences small, 2 fences big.
Yeah, I was not picking up on that at all, but now I see it. Like, obviously, once you know the answer, it's very, very clear. Whew, wow.
Open grotto is a really weird one to hint because it's just in the middle of a field and it's an open like at this point in, the run, you could go to whatever grotto you want.
Yeah.
So like hinting grotto isn't going to help you.
We got it. So is it the rupee? All right. Or is it the winner?
Are you the winner or the loser?
I don't know. We'll find out. I deserve to be the loser after that performance from me. So I'm not even going to blame Sent on that one. It all makes clear sense. It's just... This is why, anybody who ever plays charades or Pictionary or some equivalent silence where you're miming something to a friend, family, whatever, and they're trying to guess it. When you know the answer, you're always thinking, how do they not have it? How do they not have it? But, just doing it on the receiving end of that, you understand. It's tough. Everybody thinks about things differently. I'm amazed we've gotten this far. So. All right. Open grotto is way down here. How's it going, everybody? We're back walking.
Quick, Phant, do a super slide.
I could super. I don't know how to super slide. I mean, I know how to super slide. It's like, you know, well, there's a dang pea hat right there. I was gonna just try and demonstrate. Like, you drop a bomb, then you side hop, and you drop another bomb, and then you backflip and like roll into it.
You bring up your shield.
Something like that.
It's really funny, actually. The way I learned to ground jump was by failing a one bomb super slide, because the setup for it is exactly the same. The only difference is, to get the super slide, you want to pick up the bomb the frame it explodes. Versus the ground jump, you want to miss that frame.
All right, we've got... oh, wait. I'm looking at something. It was the... You led me to the hint stone?
We can't actually find the winner.
I know where it is.
Oh, wait, we
They say
can't?
only one heart piece in all Hyrule will declare the holder a winner. Okay. We're going... They led me on a side quest. We did this awful charade. I mean, it was a great charade, but...
Oh,
this
wow.
one and it didn't even...
Awful charade.
No,
I'm going to
no.
walk away from Lake Hylia right now.
It was just for the hit stone for it. All right, okay. I did not expect them to lead me to the hint saying that it does exist somewhere.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, there it is. Worm's got this one.
All right, we're crawling somewhere. We're spinning around. Is Goron pot? I want to know why we're are we crawling? We're pulling something. Sent is running in a large circle and continuing to run in a large circle. Okay, we're playing a Megaton Hammer. So we're going to Bolero. We're going to Bolero. Got it. Sent is still running in a circle, everybody. Okay, so I'm playing Bolero. Got it. Now, from Bolero, let's go. We're doing Link the Goron. Sent is actually Link the Goron. How are you feeling? Did you get too much cardio?
Yeah, that was refreshing, honestly. It's even more fun because we are set up for a different project right now, so I had to dodge all the lights.
All right, wow. It's so obvious, yeah. So you're doing like the spinning pot to signify that it was in like Goron City.
I was trying to roll, but I didn't actually want to roll on the ground.
You're trying to roll, but you didn't want to roll. Okay. No, that's fair. That's tough on your body. I mean, I'm just gonna.
Except you don't. Yeah, nobody drops the bomb anymore.
I could drop the bomb, but I don't want to embarrass myself, so I'm just gonna shoot the bomb. This is how bombs work. You shoot it with an arrow, and it'll blow up. Okay. I think that was my favorite charade of the day. All right, we're talking to Link the Goron, and we've got the winner harp piece. We're winners, everybody. We're done. All right. Are we doing anything else? We going to the pig?
Let's go to the pig.
We're going to the pig, everybody. We're winners.
Let's end this season style. We're winners. We're all winners.
We're winners. We're done. Got some good charades in. But let's go make some bacon.
Now, it's actually kind of funny. There's something we can talk about in Ganon's Castle in that we don't need to find anything in Ganon's Castle.
That's correct.
Right? You know, we're just going to go straight to fight Ganon.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of interesting because this seed we also didn't have to do Fire Temple. So we had no use for a Megaton Hammer.
We did have use for the Megaton
Well,
Hammer.
to break the rocks,
Sure.
but you know, in this sense, we have no use for a Megaton Hammer in a dungeon. But
I mean, I do have a use in the final fight for the Megaton Hammer. So.
fair. But in the past, you know, some amount of the Spirit Trials were required. In which case, even in a seed where, you know, you didn't have to do Fire Temple, you didn't need the Megaton Hammer, you didn't need the gold gauntlets for anything, you didn't need bomb shoes for anything, because there's a light check that requires bomb choose, you might, if that trial is required in Ganon's Tower.
Yep. Though, you know, a lot of us like to just despawn the gold gauntlets block for sure if we need that.
If you need to get that check, that is frankly usually the easier option.
Yeah, and so there's, I think, what, 4 uses for the gold gauntlets in the entire game. 3 of them in Ganon's Castle. Like 2 in the fire temple room, or fire trial, 1 in the light trial, or to get to the light trial. And then 1 outside to get the fairy fountain. That gives you, I think, double defense originally.
Yep, that's where double defense is.
So you can't bypass the fire trial ones, but unless you're playing with the trials enabled, where you need to go complete them, you don't need to go into that room ever because there's no checks. But the light trial, there's a big block blocking the room, and there's 8 checks or something back there. 7 in room 1, 1 in room 2. So thankfully, you know, Ocarina of Time is, you know, an ambitious game for the N64. And, you know, the N64 with its 4 megabytes of RAM and, you know, not too much CPU power has to, you know, manage its resources somehow. And what it does is, it, you know, it'll choose to like load things, deload things based off of what's happening. And you could kind of abuse that by going in and out of the Spirit Trial over and over and over again. And the Spirit Trial is like 5 silver rupees, a whole bunch of actors in there. It just overloads the memory by constantly going in and out. And to compensate for that, the game starts deloading things in like a increasing priority. So it starts at the like least most used things, then it'll start deloading more important things. And one of those is the gold gauntlets block.
And the good news about that is the door is one of the most important things as a loading zone transition, so it doesn't deload. So you can just walk right through that block that's no longer there and go get some items out of the light trial.
But so you need to know when to stop. You could like look over there. It's not like time precise, but you need to know when to stop because otherwise you'll start deloading the contents of the room. It's like you'll deload the trigger for ZL to play to get a chest if you go too many times. You'll start deloading chests and the contents inside of it. You'll deload enemies. So you do got to be careful and use it with caution, but you know, it's such an interesting game. And I think it's like 17 times. You go in and out of that door 17 times-ish.
Sounds about right.
And don't quote me on the exact number, and then you can go in.
I think I usually did about 20 just because it was a nice round number. But
playing with fire, potentially despawning checks. So, you know.
I mean, it was always safe, you know, for me, but you know, definitely maybe a little risky.
Right.
That said, trials were eventually disabled just because, you know, at this point in the run, you really don't want to find that you need to go get another item to actually finish the seed. You know, if anything, you're climbing up here so Ganon can tell you where the light arrows are if they're in a particularly mean place.
Yeah, the worst, one of the worst feelings is either you come up here or you have all the items and it's just the magic that you need because the magic is not hinted. In some hint distributions, magic will be hinted. But in Season 6 and other standard settings, it's not.
Where's my cursor? There it is.
Or Ganon could tell you, like in this seed, or again, if this seed we didn't have light arrows, Ganon could tell you.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, abort.
Ganon can tell you the light arrows are, say, in Spirit Temple, and then now you have to go on another quest to get the silver gauntlets, and then...
Sure, or you know, the light arrows are on Frogs 2, and you suddenly have to go do all dungeons for a song or something.
Normally, I don't play with this much lag, so it's gonna be okay. We got it anyway. We got the one cycle.
Nice fun cycle.
Yeah, so that depending on how much lag you have in that fight, like we're playing on console, it lags a lot more than other means of playing this video game.
You lose
and
more. I think more than a minute.
On this fight alone?
Yeah, between N64 and VC.
Regular Ocarina of Time players might know that there was no escape sequence there. That's just, the randomizer community in general has agreed. That sequence is a big waste of time. Let's just not do it. Big waste of time. Let's not do it.
Running at 5 frames per second. I mean, 5 seconds per frame.
Random rocks coming down, you know, could hit you.
You gotta fight some, not Stalfos. You gotta fight some Stalfos. I can remember Zelda enemies, like Ganon.
like Ganon.
Is this really a Zelda enemy? I think this is the tutorial on how to roll.
Well, it's certainly a tutorial on crouch stabbing.
Yeah, Ganon takes, at this phase of Ganon specifically, takes a lot of bonus. Everything does 1 damage except the Master Sword, which deals regular damage. And so we store a jump slash, which, you know, textbook, Ocarina of Time speedrunning right there, very useful. So now everything, if I use crouch stab, will deal Master Sword damage, including his hammer. So let's skip phase 1 pretty quick with just 3 crouch stabs, using the AI.
Yes,
If you can even call it AI versus just a boss script, you know?
But fun fact about crouch stabbing, it doesn't have damage programmed, so it takes on the properties of the last attack you've done. Not just the damage it would do, but any other properties it has, like the Master Sword's ability to deal more damage to Ganon, or the Megaton Hammer's ability to break rocks. So if you ever feel like breaking rocks with the Master Sword, you can swing it and then crouch stab and break some rocks.
Also, I'm gonna give you the magic hammer here. It's one of my favorites. Would it even be considered a glitch? It's like a graphical miss. But basically, the game expects you to have the Master Sword.
Why wouldn't you take the Master Sword out when you were fighting Ganon?
Yeah. I mean, I use the big Gorn. I picked up the Master Sword. I'm re-equipping the big Gorn Sword because it does more damage, as the game taught me. But we crouched up with the hammer, so Link's still holding the hammer during this cutscene. But, you know, don't worry about it too much because, you know, we're getting all this energy, good energy, into the Megaton Hammer. Yeah, so the graphics don't quite line up, but, you know, it's now imbued with the power of the Master Sword, and let's go do it. That's it. That is fine. I love that. It just looks so silly. Link's still holding the hammer. I love that it still works. It's just the items replace. The magical. And that's it. That's Ocarina of Time Randomizer Charades Edition. Which, you know, for at least between the 3 of us, our first time ever doing this, I'd say not too bad. We got a final time of 2:11:10.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Especially with some of those really awkward early game charades we had to figure out.
I would say if I just did this without information at all, I don't think I would have beaten this time. Now, there's some amazing Ocarina of Time speedrunners, or even just exclusive randomizer players who are participating in the tournament we mentioned earlier, the Season 6 tournament put on by Zelda Speedruns. And there's some amazing players.
Yes.
Neither of us.
Not yes, correct. Neither of us.
We got a suggestion from the truck back there. If you can charade your favorite player in OOT. This is like a nigh impossible task. Do your best. There's no way I'm gonna guess it either.
Yeah.
So.
Wyrm, would you like to go first?
I put them on the spot. They're not.
I've actually got one.
You got one?
No one's
Okay.
going to guess this, but this is an infamous moment in Ocarina randomizer community history, at least for me.
Okay. Let's go. All right, we're doing some shots. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know this player, so I know you're doing something with the bow and you're riding a horse and shooting a Poe, shooting a big Poe, bottling the big Poe, putting the Poe on your shoulder, yeah. And you're walking off. Yeah. All right, I don't know who this is, so why don't you?
So in the large multi-world we did,
Oh,
Parmesan did not check his big Poe check, which
Oh,
had
yeah,
my only hook shot on it, and I played a 6-hour seed without a hook shot.
That's right. I remember this. I was part of that same multi-worlds. Yep. And it all makes perfect sense now.
All right, I have a good one.
All right, I want to see this
going
one.
next. What? You're digging. You're rolling. You're rolling. So you can guess on this one too. I'm like, we're done with my part.
I ate your pie, dies to King Dodongo.
That's correct.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I didn't think you were gonna do that, but that was a memorable
Wow, that's
moment.
really good. That was really good. I mean, that was like a
I
full
didn't even
ZOOTR
get to do the
moment.
death animation. I was gonna do.
I'm glad it wasn't me forgetting to check Mido's house in that very same big multi-world.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Wow, that. You know, we should have just had you play this whole time, not me. All right. Well, that has been Game Masters for this evening, and just wow. Thanks, big thank you to not only Wyrm but Sent as well for coming in and just playing this silly thing with me to give you a good show to watch this evening. Stent doesn't really stream ever, but twitch.tv/DragonSentinel if you want to go check that. But you'll see him right here on twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick during AGDQ and all the future GDQs, I'm sure.
Remember, prize submissions are open right now. Send me your cool prize submissions. I'd love to talk.
Good segue. Excellent. And Wyrm as well, twitch.tv/WYRM.
Yes.
An actual 4-letter name on Twitch. Those are pretty rare. So to have not all those taken.
I play
what
some
do you got?
ZOOTR, and I also stream a card game called Android Netrunner. It is a card game that was designed by Richard Garfield after Magic the Gathering, and Richard Garfield himself said that it is a better card game than
Wyrm being modest. Regional champion of Android Network.
national champion.
National champion. My apologies.
I love it. Anyway, I've been Phant. You can find me at twitch.tv/Phant_TV. I'm doing my best to the Season 6 ZOOTR tournament, though. My qualifiers haven't been going too well, but, like ZOOTR, Rando, there's a cross-world ZOOTR X Majora's Mask Rando that I'm going to be trying out soon, maybe. So, yeah, lots of random content over there, random speedrun stuff, but, yeah, if you liked the silly shenanigans today. But everybody, thank you so much for watching Game Masters. But although we are done with this, the hotfix content is not over for the night, because be sure to stay tuned for Time Capsule coming up after the break, where we're going to have a blindfolded run of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's going to be wild. See ya all in the next one.